you, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have joy in your life? My faith and trust in God is my joy in my life.
Amen.
Just that peace and happiness that you get being around and worshiping and having a daily walk with Him makes me happy. Now, that being said, why do I worry about things? The furnace goes out, how am I going to pay for this, you know? Something happens to the car, I'd like a new car, you know? We worry about all these types of things. And I just got done saying I trusted God, you know, but I still have that worry. But I've gotten better, and one of the reasons why I've gotten better with worrying so much is back in 2009, I was diagnosed with cancer. So that's a concern for anybody that gets that news in their life. And the day I met with the doctors and they told me, you know, stage 4, they'll see what they can do. I looked at my sister and I'm like, because we never had experienced cancer in our family or close people just knew of it. I'm like, stage 4, what's stage 4? She goes, it's pretty bad, Yolanda. So I was like, told the doctor, well, I have a daughter, she needs me, I have to live, so we're not messing around with this, and we're gonna get it taken care of. The next person I spoke to was my pastor. I thought, okay, well, we better make sure everything's in place here. So I sat with him and prayed and cried and, you know, why me, you know? The doctors tell me I'm not a candidate for cancer, but there it is, you know. But, you know, that's beside the point. I just give it all up to God. At that time, I just told my pastor, I have to make sure everything is right in my life, because if I do die, I want to go to heaven and spend my time with God, you know. And I said, if I live, well, that's just great, you know. That's where we want to be. But ultimately, I just have to release it and let God have control of it. And that's what I did. And so from that point on, I had this peace in me. I knew it was going to be okay, whether I lived or whether I died. It was going to be okay. Everything was going to be okay. And I just had a positive, great attitude through the whole thing. I've always felt like having a good attitude helps you with whatever. But through this whole situation, my attitude was amazing. And I can only attribute that to releasing it to God and putting it in His hands and letting Him have the control of it. So through this cancer, you know, you learn quite a few things. A lot of stuff I didn't care to ever learn. I still do. And you know that poem, The Footprints in the Sand, where there's only one set? And the guy says, Jesus, where were you through my trials? And he said, well, I was carrying you. That's why there was only one set of footsteps. And through that time, when you're going through bad things, you know, people always say we're in the valley. And then when great things are happening in our life, we're in the mountaintop, right? Yeah. But for me, through that situation, it was completely opposite. I was at the mountaintop through my cancer, because it's so hard to explain the closeness that I had with God. And to have Him there through that, I mean, I felt really special, because I knew I was at the ultimate, the highest point in my life, and so close with Him. And I don't ever want to go through cancer again, but I love being on the mountaintop. So it's like, oh, don't make me choose. You know? But no, you can still be on the mountaintop and have that closeness, you know, with having a daily walk. For me, that's how it is in my life. But it taught me a lot, and it taught me to depend on God and give things up to Him. So, do I still worry? Yes. I have a big decision to make in March, but through it, and I have good friends to talk to too, and pray with, but through prayer, I don't worry about things. You know, it's of course I'm sitting up here shaking and worrying about stuff. But you know what I mean, I'm not perfect, okay? I do still worry, but it doesn't take me as long. I just know to release it, pray about it, and give it back to God. So my wish for everyone is that you find joy and happiness in your life. And for me, my joy and happiness comes from Jesus walking with me daily, and I'm thankful for that.
Yay.